Fellas, listen up, especially my men over 50, because I'm about to save you from a mistake almost every guy makes without realizing it. You think you're doing something healthy, but it might actually be slowing down your blood flow, draining your energy, and even sabotaging your performance in the bedroom. Here's the deal. If you're over 50 and you're still drinking plain water, just water, nothing added, you might be making one of the quickest ways to feel tired, stiff, and less responsive where it counts. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying it because I've watched hundreds of men suddenly get better circulation, better stamina, and better morning energy by changing one tiny thing they put in their water. One simple mineral, not a drug, not a supplement cocktail, just one natural, overlooked mineral that your body is practically begging for, and it can flip the switch on blood flow in ways most men have never been told. If you want stronger circulation, better performance, and that alive again feeling, you need to hear this. Stay with me, because this one change could be the difference between feeling 10 years older or 10 years younger. Now, before you panic or start second-guessing every sip you've taken today, let me ease your mind. This is fixable. In fact, it's shockingly fixable. Sluggish feeling in your muscles, none of that is permanent. You're not broken. You're not too old. You're not past your prime. Most men over 50 just aren't giving their body the raw materials it needs to push blood where it needs to go. And when you add back this one mineral, your body responds fast. I'm talking within a week for a lot of guys, sometimes even 3 or 4 days. You don't need a complicated routine. You don't need a shelf full of supplements. You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle. Just a simple correction that your body recognizes immediately. So stick with me, because in the next few minutes, you're going to understand exactly why this works and how quickly you can start feeling the difference. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Rachel Rubin. I'm a urologist and sexual medicine specialist, and I've spent my entire career helping men protect their performance, their confidence, and their long-term vitality. I work with guys in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond every single day. Men who are tired of feeling off, men who want answers that are actually rooted in science, and men who want to feel like themselves again without gimmicks or embarrassment. And let me be clear, I don't believe in shaming men. I don't believe in just deal with it because you're getting older. I don't believe in quick fix nonsense. I believe in teaching you what's really going on in your body so you can take back control. Because once you understand it, you can fix it. So when I tell you that one mineral in your water can make a noticeable difference in your blood flow and your day-to-day energy, it's because I've seen it happen with my patients over and over again. All right, fellas, let's talk about the real enemy here. The thing quietly working against you as you get older. It's not aging itself. It's not your testosterone dropping overnight. It's not bad luck or just genetics. It's micronutrient depletion, and specifically, the slow, steady loss of minerals that your blood vessels depend on to open, relax, and move blood efficiently. Let me explain this in plain English. As men move into their late 40s, 50s, and 60s, your body becomes less efficient at absorbing and holding on to key minerals. It's like having a fuel pump that starts to sputter, not because the engine's bad, but because it's missing the spark that makes everything run smoothly. And most guys have no idea it's happening. Why? Because it doesn't hit you all at once. It creeps in. One day you notice your hands and feet get cold more easily. Then maybe you're getting tired faster during the day. Then your workouts feel heavier. Then, over time, the blood flow downstairs isn't as responsive, and you chalk it up to age. But the real issue? But here's the good news. Once you identify the enemy, you can beat it. And the fix is honestly simpler than most men expect. So let's break this down in a way that actually makes sense for real life. No confusing medical jargon, just the truth about what's happening inside your body. Your blood vessels? They're not just hollow tubes. They're living, active muscle tissue. They open, they relax, they tighten, they push blood through your entire body like a coordinated dance. And that dance depends on electrical signals, nitric oxide, and minerals working together. Now here's the part most men don't know. Water alone doesn't hydrate you deeply, not after 50. Your cells need electrolytes, charged minerals, to pull water into the tissues, to fire nerves correctly, and to keep your blood vessels flexible. Without minerals, drinking plain water is like pouring water onto dry concrete. It hits the surface and runs right off. That's why some guys drink more water than ever and still feel tired, stiff, or sluggish. Let's talk about the main mineral you're probably not getting enough of: magnesium. Magnesium is the relaxation mineral. It's the mineral that tells your blood vessels, hey, open up, let blood move, let oxygen flow. But as you age, your ability to absorb magnesium declines. Stress drains it, alcohol drains it, medications drain it, even sweating drains it. So by the time you're in your 50s or 60s, your tank is running low and you don't even know it. What does low magnesium do? Let me paint the picture. Your arteries get tighter, your muscles get stiffer, your nerves fire slower, your nitric oxide drops, your circulation weakens, and your performance, all kinds of performance, starts to decline. Not because something's wrong with you, but because the internal wiring doesn't have the charge it needs. Think of your blood vessels like the power steering in your car. When the fluid is low, everything feels harder, less responsive. You can still drive, but it takes more effort. That's what low magnesium does to your circulatory system. It makes everything work harder. Now combine that with natural age-related nitric oxide decline, something every man experiences, and suddenly the signals that tell blood vessels to open up aren't strong enough. The result? You feel slower, your workouts hit a wall, your recovery takes longer, and downstairs, things don't respond the way they used to. This isn't about aging, it's about biology, and biology is something you can optimize. When you replenish this mineral, you're not just helping hydration, you're restoring the chemical reactions that tell your blood vessels to relax and expand. You're supporting nitric oxide. You're boosting nerve function. You're literally helping your body run the way it's supposed to. And when all of that lines up, blood moves with power again. You feel warmer, stronger, more energized. You feel responsive. You feel alive. And here's the best part. This improvement isn't theoretical. Men feel it, usually quickly. All right, fellas, here it is. The fix you've been waiting for. The thing that turns all that biology we just talked about back in your favor. If you're over 50, stop drinking plain water. Instead, add magnesium, specifically magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate, directly into your water once a day. That's it. That's the fix. Now let me break it down so you know exactly why this works and how to do it right. Magnesium is the mineral your blood vessels rely on to relax, expand, and carry blood efficiently. When you stir a small amount into your water, you're not just hydrating. You're giving your circulatory system the chemical signal it's been missing. Why this works? When magnesium hits your system in a slow, steady drip, like when you sip it through the day, it supports nitric oxide production, relaxes the smooth muscles in your arteries, and improves nerve conduction. Translation: your blood moves easier, your body responds faster, your energy feels cleaner, your performance feels stronger. When to do it? The best time is morning or early afternoon. Your body absorbs minerals better when you're hydrated and moving around. How to do it? Grab a big water bottle. Add 150-300 milligauss of magnesium glycinate or citrate. Shake it. Sip it through the day. If you're using powdered electrolytes, look for one with magnesium as the first or second ingredient, and without a ton of sugar. Most men don't need the sugar spike. What to avoid? Don't combine this with laxative-style magnesium oxide. Your stomach will not be happy. Don't dump 600 milliliters into one glass and chug it. That just wastes the mineral. And don't assume sports drinks have what you need. Most of them are sugar water with marketing on the label. What you can expect: within 3 to 7 days, most guys say they feel more energy in their legs, better warmth in their hands and feet, and more fullness and responsiveness in the bedroom. Your sleep usually improves. Your muscle tension drops. And the big one, your circulation starts acting like it remembers how to be 10 years younger. This isn't magic. This is physiology working the way it's supposed to. So if you've been drinking plain water and wondering why you still feel tired, tight, or sluggish, now you know. Add the mineral your blood vessels have been missing, and things start turning around fast. Now, if you're the kind of guy who wants to take this even further, really optimize your blood flow and your energy, I've got a powerful stack of bonus tips that can amplify these results big time. Let's get into those next. All right, fellas, if you're still with me, then I know you're the type of man who doesn't just want a little improvement. You want the whole package. You want stronger circulation, better daily energy, sharper confidence, and a body that actually responds when you need it to. So let's stack this. If magnesium in your water is the foundation, these next few additions are the reinforcements that take your blood flow to the next level. Bonus. Tip number 1. Add a pinch of sea salt or electrolyte salt in the morning. Now don't panic. This isn't about raising your blood pressure. This is about restoring the minerals you lose through stress, sweat, caffeine, and simply getting older. A tiny pinch of sea salt helps your body hold onto water in the right way, not the bloated way. It stabilizes electrical signaling, supports hydration, and improves the pump in your muscles. Guys who do this tell me they feel more energy by 10 a.m., fewer crashes, and better stamina through the day. Just a pinch, not a teaspoon, not half the shaker. Simple. Bonus. Tip number 2, nitrate-rich vegetables, 1 serving a day. If you want to support nitric oxide naturally, add a small serving of spinach, arugula, or beets. I don't care if it's in a smoothie, a salad, or blended into something. You're not trying to win a cooking contest. The nitrates in these foods convert into nitric oxide in your body, making your blood vessels more flexible and responsive. This pairs beautifully with magnesium because magnesium relaxes the vessels and nitrates tell them to open wide. That's a powerful combination. Bonus tip number 3, a 5-minute warm-up before any physical activity, even a walk. Here's a big secret. Cold, stiff blood vessels don't like being shocked into movement. You don't need a full workout. Just take 5 minutes to move your joints, swing your arms, do light squats, or walk in place. This wakes up your circulatory system, primes your nitric oxide, and helps prevent that tired, drained feeling men get after doing something too suddenly. Most men skip this and think it's no big deal until they add it and feel the difference. Bonus, tip number 4, cut the blood flow killers after 7 p.m. These aren't forever banned, just time restricted. Try to reduce heavy alcohol, late night big meals, high sugar snacks. Why? Because late night spikes in blood sugar and alcohol slow nitric oxide, tighten your vessels, and mess with your sleep, one of the biggest factors in next day performance. Guys who simply move these habits earlier in the day often notice better morning energy, better mood, and better responsiveness in their manhood without changing anything else. These aren't complicated. I'm not asking you to overhaul your life or join a monastery. These are micro changes that, combined with magnesium, create a compounding effect on your blood flow, your energy, and your confidence. Let's circle back for a moment because I want you to really understand why this matters. Not to scare you, but to make sure you don't brush this off like most men do. When blood flow starts slipping, it doesn't just affect one area of your life. It affects everything. Your energy drops, your stamina drops, your motivation drops. Your confidence takes a hit. Your mornings feel weaker. Your workouts feel heavier. Your mood gets a little flatter. And yes, your performance in the bedroom becomes less predictable. But here's the part that really worries me. Most men ignore these early signs. You tell yourselves it's just aging or just stress or nothing serious. And meanwhile, the hidden enemy, mineral depletion, nitric oxide decline, stiff blood vessels, keeps grinding away quietly. It's like driving with the emergency brake on. You don't notice it right away, but it wears you down over time. And the longer you push through it, the more your body adapts to running in low gear. You don't even realize you've lost strength or vitality until something reminds you what good used to feel like. That's why I'm being so direct with you, because ignoring this doesn't make it disappear, but addressing it, that can change everything. Fast. And I don't want you to settle. Not for low energy, not for weak circulation, not for poor sleep, stiff muscles, or inconsistent performance. You deserve better than that. And with tiny daily habits, something as simple as adding magnesium to your water, you can take back control of your circulatory health, your confidence, and the way you show up every single day. Small changes can completely rewrite your trajectory. That's the truth. And I want you to feel what that's like. Now let's talk about what happens when you fix this. Because this is the part that gets me really fired up for you. Imagine waking up in the morning and actually feeling awake. Your body feels lighter. Your joints feel looser. Your mind feels clearer. You stand up and there's a natural strength in your legs again, like your body finally has the power it's been missing. You look in the mirror and you see a guy who looks more energized, more alive, and honestly, more confident. You go through your day without that mid-afternoon crash. Your workouts feel smoother. You recover faster. Your muscles feel fuller, more responsive, like they're getting real blood flow again, not that sluggish trickle you've gotten used to. And here's the part every man notices. Your mornings start coming back, not once in a while, consistently, naturally, effortlessly, because your blood vessels and nerves are finally working together like they're supposed to. You feel more present with your partner, less stressed, more confident, more connected. You're not worried about performance, you're just enjoying the moment. That pressure, that hesitation, that uncertainty, it fades. And the ripple effect, huge. Your mood improves, your drive comes back, your spark returns. You start feeling like the man you knew yourself to be, the one with energy, purpose, and power. This is what happens when your circulation improves. This is what happens when you give your body the minerals it needs. This is what happens when you stop ignoring the signals and start taking control. And none of this requires you to be perfect. It doesn't require a crazy routine or some strict lifestyle overhaul. It just takes consistent, simple habits, the kind you've already started today by understanding what your body actually needs. You deserve a body that responds. You deserve energy that lasts. You deserve confidence that feels real. And you can get there faster than you think. This isn't a fantasy. This is what happens when biology finally works for you instead of against you. And I want that version of you to become your new normal. All right, fellas, if this resonated with you, if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, this is exactly what's been going on with my body, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me what part hit home. Are you dealing with low energy, circulation issues, morning sluggishness, performance changes, or are you someone who already tried adding minerals and felt a difference? Your stories help other men realize they're not alone. And honestly, I love reading them. I learn from you just like you learn from me. And if you want more simple, science-backed tips to improve circulation, hormones, energy, and performance, stick around. I've got a ton of videos coming that dive deeper into exactly what men over 40, 50, and 60 need to stay strong and confident. If you haven't already, check out the videos I've linked on nitric oxide, morning energy, and everyday habits that boost performance. Those will help you build on what you learned today. But no pressure, no hard sell. Just take what you heard today, apply the pieces that make sense for your life, and keep moving forward one small habit at a time. You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve to feel confident, and I'm here to help you get there, one conversation at a time.